If you've been to a chiropractor or you're thinking about trying it, there's one question everyone wants answered. How long is it actually going to take before I feel different? The honest answer isn't a number of visits. It's not what most offices will tell you on the phone. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a real timeline, week by week, of what actually happens in your body and why the question you should be really asking isn't how long, but how consistent. Most people trying to feel better walk in with one of two mental models. Both of them are wrong. The first one is this: if I find the right thing, it'll fix me. The right supplement, the right provider, the right protocol, one intervention, one solution. The second one is the opposite: this is going to take forever, and I can't commit to that, and I'll never really feel better anyways. Both of these miss what's actually happening in your body. The truth is simpler than either one, and it's more honest. Here's what you need to understand first. Your body has been in fight or flight for so long. For some of you, that's been years, maybe decades. Shoulders up by your ears, jaw locked by 3 p.m., sleep that never quite restores. The state didn't happen in a weekend, and it won't leave in one either. The reason these supplements, the stretches, the clean eating haven't landed isn't because they're wrong. It's because your body is in a state that can't fully use them yet. Every resource is going towards staying alert. There's nothing left for actual repair. And every time something does try to shift the pattern, your body needs a repeated signal that it's safe to let go. That signal has to land. And then it has to land again. And then again. Because the body you've been living in doesn't trust it yet. It's been braced for too long to let go of the first ask. We're not forcing relaxation. We're creating the conditions over and over until your body trusts them. That's the work. That's all of it. Everything else, every shift you might notice over time is the downstream effect of your system finally learning that it's okay to come down. So here's what the actual timeline looks like when you start care that works with your nervous system, not against it. Week 1, you might feel some relief. You might briefly feel worse. Both are normal. What's happening is your body recognizing, sometimes for the first time in years, that someone is paying attention to it. That can feel like a lot. Weeks 2 through 4, the tension is still coming back, but it doesn't stay as long. You might notice you're sleeping differently before you realize your sleep is better. Your body is testing whether this is safe. Weeks 4 through 8, this is the part that surprises people. You stop thinking about the original reason you came in. The headaches, the neck tension, the tight hips. You start noticing other things instead. Digestion, mood, how much more patience you have with your kids by 5 p.m. That's not a coincidence. That's your system rebalancing from the inside out. 3 to 6 months, you feel like yourself. And I want to be really clear about this. Not a new you, not a better version of you, the self you remember. The one you kind of forgot was still in there. 6 months and beyond, this is where care changes shape. You're not coming in because something hurts. You're coming in because you know what happens when you don't. You have learned how to take care of your body you actually live in. Recently, one of our doctors sat with a patient who told us for the first time in 19 months, she'd felt pre-pregnancy normal. Not because she did more that month, because she'd been consistent for enough of them. This is the part I wish every person walking into a chiropractic office understood on day 1. You cannot force the nervous system. You can only create the conditions for it to regulate and then repeat them. The patient we see with the biggest shifts aren't the ones doing the most. They're not the ones stacking modalities. They're not the ones adding 6 new supplements. They're the ones who keep showing up. Twice a week turns into once a week, turns into every other week. Not because they're locked into anything, because small, consistent input beats dramatic occasional effort every time. That's why we build plans, not appointments. An appointment is a transaction. A plan is a path. And this is the same principle, by the way, is exactly why our nutrition team lives with inside our practice. You cannot out supplement a body that never gets to come down. You cannot out exercise a system stuck in overdrive. Small, consistent inputs on the food side will work in the same way small, consistent inputs on the adjustment side do. They compound. That's why we have a nutrition team in a chiropractic office, because those two conversations are actually the same conversation. So what does this actually look like in practice? Your plan is built backwards from the arc we expect your body to take, not from how many visits the schedule can accommodate. We work as a team, which means someone always knows where you are in your care. And if you've been having a harder week outside of here, you don't have to explain yourself from the beginning. We do a real reassessment at real intervals, not surprise endings where you find out we've been seeing you forever. We check in on the path out loud and together. If you've been doing everything right and still waiting to feel different, I want you to hear this. You're not failing. You've been doing the best you can in a body that has been in overdrive for a long time. Consistency is the thing that makes it stick. The body you're living in is ready to come back. It just needs a foundation that supports what you're already doing. If this has been useful, save it for the next time you're wondering if any of this is worth trying. Share it with a friend you keep thinking about what you were watching. And if you want to have this conversation in person, the link to book is in the description. We're here when you're ready.